First of all, I'd like to welcome you all to the first meeting of 2015, and the council solicitor will just run through the webcasting for us.
Yes, just to remind everybody again, as I have done for the last few meetings, that this meeting is going to be broadcast on the authority's internet site. The images and sound recording can also be used for training purposes. I need to remind those in the public gallery that they also can be on the camera, and that by entering the chamber and using the public seating area, members of the public are consenting to being filmed and to the possible use of the images and sound recordings. I'm going to remind everybody that the Chair has the discretion to terminate or suspend filming if continuing to do so would prejudice the proceedings, or that continued filming might infringe the rights of any individual. And I need just to remind everybody again that you need to use your microphone whenever speaking. Please only speak through the Chair, so you need to indicate, and then the Chair can ask you to speak when he's ready. And you also need to use your microphone if you are moving or seconding the recommendation. Thank you.
Can I ask you all please to check if your mobile phones are all turned off as they interfere with the equipment? Right. Welcome to the first full council meeting of Wednesday the 7th of January. Item number 1, apologies for absence.
Oh, yes, Mr Mayor, we've had apologies for absence from Councillors Gareth Lewis, Kate Moran, Bill Smith, Simon Williams and Graham Davis.
Right. Item number 2, declarations of interest. And I point out to members both A and B on the agenda. Right. Minutes of the previous meeting. Item number 3.
Can I move, Mr Mayor?
Audit committee meeting of Monday the 17th of November.
I move.
I'll second that, Mr Mayor.
Meeting of Social Security Services and Social Regeneration meeting of Tuesday the 18th of November. Who's proposed?
Move, Mr Mayor.
Second.
Right. Any questions? Any comments? Can I ask you all please to agenda item number 5, cabinet meeting of Wednesday the 19th of November.
Yes, move, Mr Mayor. Second.
Any questions? Any comments? Can I ask you all please to vote? That's carried. Item number 6, scrutiny and customer services meeting of Monday the 24th of November.
Happy to move the minutes, Mr Mayor.
Second up. Any questions? Any comments? Can I ask you to vote, please? Item number 7, Scrutiny Chief Executive, including Crime and Disorder meeting of Tuesday the 25th of November. Any
Move, Mr Mayor.
Is there a seconder? Any questions? Any comments? Can I ask you to vote, please, councillors? Item number 8, Licensing Committee of Monday the 1st of December. Is there a proposal? Is there a seconder?
Mr.
Councillor
Mayor.
Chaplin. Any questions? Any comments? Can I ask you all, councillors, please to vote? Item number 9, Scrutiny Schools meeting of Monday the 1st of December.
Move, Mr Mayor.
Any questions? Any comments? Can I ask you, councillors, please to vote? Item number 10, the joint negotiating and consultative group meeting of Wednesday the 3rd of December. Is there a proposer?
Move, Mr Mayor.
Seconder? Any questions? Any comments? Can I ask you to vote, please, councillors? That's carried. Item number 11, Cabinet meeting of Wednesday the 3rd of December.
Yes, happy to move, Mr Mayor.
And any questions? Okay. Any questions? Any comments? Can I ask you all to vote, please, councillors? That's carried. Item number 12, full council meeting of Wednesday the 3rd of December.
Yes, move, Mr Mayor.
Second.
Any questions? Any comments? Can I ask you all please to vote? That's carried. Agenda item number 13, the Audit Committee meeting of Monday, the 8th of December.
Move, Mr Mayor.
Seconded, Mr Mayor.
Any questions? Any comments? Can I ask you all please to vote? That's carried. Agenda item number 14, the Licensing Committee of Wednesday the 10th of December.
Move, Mr Mayor.
Any questions? Any comments? But councillors, can I ask you all to vote, please? That's carried. Agenda item number 15, Planning and Regulatory and Licensing Committee of Wednesday the 10th of December.
Move, Mr Mayor.
Any questions? Comments? Can I ask you all now to vote, please? That's carried. Agenda item number 16, the appointment of committees for 2014-15. I think Councillor Williams is taking this.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. If I refer to paragraph 1.1 on page 51, we'll see there that the sad passing of Councillor Dave Jarrett has resulted in vacancies on Planning, Licensing, Audit Committee and Democratic Services Committee, and also the resignation of Ernie Goldsworthy from the Customer Services Scrutiny Committee requires us to fill those places. Paragraph 2 sets out the nominations received for each of the committees. Audit Committee, Councillor Ray Thomas. Democratic Services Committee, Councillor Ray Thomas. Planning, Regulatory and Licensing Committee, Councillor Bill Smith. Customer Services Scrutiny Committee, Councillor John McCarthy. Recommendation on page 6.1 is that we give the instructions. The recommendation that I move tonight is that we appoint the persons nominated in paragraph 2. I so move.
Is there a second up?
Yes, second, Mr Mayor.
Any questions? Any comments? No. I'll ask you all, councillors, please to vote. That's carried. Agenda item number 17, to receive a petition, and I think Councillor Williams is taking this again.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. The purpose of this report is to inform Council of a petition that's been received in respect of the authority proposing to build or sell, or build and sell land next to the Mardy Park. And the recommendation on page 54 is that we note the petition is received. I so move.
Is there a second up?
Yes, second, Mr Mayor.
Councillor Toomey. Any questions? Any comments? Can I ask you all to vote now, please? Agenda item number 18, the housing renewal policy, and I think this has been taken by Councillor Barry.
Yeah, thank you, Mr Mayor. Mr Mayor, this is a straightforward report. It's seeking Council's approval for the updated housing renewal policy from the 1st of January 2015 to the 31st of March 2018. Mr Mayor, the policy outlines all the type of housing grant and loan assistance available. For the first time, the policy also references new loan projects and Welsh Government funded strategic domestic energy schemes. All the new projects available are listed in section 2 of the report. As far as financial implications, Mr Mayor, the only ones referred to in the report are the Welsh Government loan funding to the Council to deliver housing to homes loans and home improvement loans. That money for the remainder of this financial year will be approximately £88,000, and for the next financial year it will be £263,000. All loans over £5,000, Mr Mayor, will be registered as a legal charge on property, thus minimising risk to the Council of any non-payment. I'm happy now to move the recommendation 6.1 that the housing renewal policy is approved with immediate effect.
Seconded by Councillor Jones. Any questions? Councillor Barrett.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. Regarding on page 98, which is the RBAD scheme, I call it, and everything, I'd like to congratulate the renewal team for all the grant funding that they've had over the last couple of years for renewal of the ex-council stock houses and the privately owned as well now. But can I ask the Cabinet member and the renewal team to try and keep the pressure on and obtaining more grants, especially in my ward, the Vane ward, where at the moment we're having some trouble with purchase of houses and selling of houses because people can't get mortgages on these houses because of the state of the houses. I know the manager of the scheme is there, and I have previously talked to him, but I just wanted to know that these people have purchased the council houses years ago and are now left in a situation where they're non-mortgageable, but we have obtained grants in the past where we've done both houses up, and I hope that we keep the pressure on them in the future for these grants. Does that sound right?
Councillor Barry, do you want to respond?
Yeah, thank you, Mr Mayor. Yeah, I'm glad Councillor Barnes has highlighted the excellent work that's done by the team throughout the county borough, not just one particular ward. And assuming Council will approve this policy tonight, it will allow us to continue doing that good work.
Councillor Chaplin.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. I've got a number of questions tonight. The first one relates to paragraph 1.4 on page 55. What reliance can we place on housing stock condition data, which is 6 years old?
The stock condition profile wouldn't have changed considerably in that time, and it's probably of no surprise that Merthyr's probably got one of the most up-to-date stock condition surveys out of all the 22 authorities, primarily because of the cost of undertaking the depth of a stock condition survey. That one done in 2008/9 cost in the region of £45,000–50,000, and should the resources be available, you know, we could commission another one, but that's primarily why no more updated policy survey has been undertaken, really, and that's typical across Wales, unfortunately.
Is there another question?
Yes, could I ask a supplementary to that? Because obviously things have changed in the past 6 years, so these figures, quite frankly, were inaccurate.
Yeah, but they are the best available to us, unfortunately. In terms of the stock profiles, they've been updated, so we have taken into account a greater increase in private rented sector accommodation locally. That's been noted in the document. That's up to about 14% roughly now across the ward, and in areas such as Cardiff it's up to 20%. And without accurate information, which no local authority has, obviously all we can do is base our policy on best estimates.
Yes, Mr Mayor. 6.1, the recommendation. Why are we being asked to approve this policy with immediate effect?
The funding from Welsh Government in terms of the new housing loan product is imminent. We should have had it before Christmas. It's been delayed for unknown reasons. The scheme is going to be launched on the 29th of January, and until the policy is approved effectively, we can't take any applications for that loan funding.
Well, this is a fairly comprehensive report, so I do believe it needs further consideration.
Oh, sorry.
What other variables were considered when drafting this policy? Some are stated. What were the other ones that are not stated?
I suppose that's just a summary of some of the variables. Obviously, additional resources have become available by Welsh Government. The stock profile has changed slightly in terms of greater number of private rented sector compared to previous years. So I mean, this policy is effectively just building upon what the previous policies have been since about 2002. So the vast majority of the document, or a significant amount in terms of the products on offer, in terms of the grants, they haven't changed for some time. And one of the earlier pages, let me just find where it is in the report. Page 4 of the report just summarises what the amendments have been over time. So although it looks like a comprehensive document, it hasn't been written from scratch. Some elements have been updated, primarily because of more up-to-date information, but a significant proportion of it hasn't changed since previous policies.
Thank you for that.
Right, I'll throw it open for questions.
Councillor
Comments,
Smart?
rather.
Questions. Finished questions.
Finish with questions then. Any comments, please? Councillor Smart.
Well, I'd like to commend the work of the neighbour renewal team, Mr. Mayor. If you look at members look at page 98, they've brought in something like 5.2 million to Lewis and Billinock alone, and that on top of the existing Taff-Bargoed regeneration strategy is making a massive difference to the Taff-Bargoed Valley in this Merthyr County Borough. I think they deserve a pat on the back, and I would like to personally thank them for all their hard work. Thank you.
Councillor Thomas.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I join with those comments because I'm aware of the hard work that's been put in with regard to housing renewal. Can I just make a suggestion of an amendment on page 72? And I'm quite delighted to have got in before Councillor Clive Jones, because it does refer to Merthyr Housing Association, and with respect, it is Merthyr Tydfil Housing Association. So I'm one up on Clive for 2015.
Councillor Phil Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I too join with everybody else in congratulating the team, but then again, I'm an avid supporter of the team for the last, I don't know how many, 10 years, because they've done sterling work throughout the borough ever since I've been on the council. I detect from the question that my colleague, Councillor Tony Chaplin, raised on page 61 that there are some issues in terms of the drafting of the document, and there might be one or two amendments that may be required within the document in terms of tense and perhaps words used which perhaps would need further explanation. So perhaps I could suggest that Councillor Chaplin, if he so wishes, would be prepared to talk to the team and perhaps try and do a bit of an edit on this using your expert knowledge and your years of experience.
Thank you for that commendation, Deputy.
Any other comments? Right, councillors. We'll put the recommendation on page 57, 6-1. Although, can you take a vote, please? Right, we go back to I have none. To receive communication from His Worship the Mayor, I have none except to wish you all a safe journey home, and thank you for attending.